Welcome to weekly messages from Spirit for the week of May 14th through May 20th. If you're new to me, I am 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞, and I am an intuition activator, a purpose igniter, and a psychic medium. And I like to work with ambitious professionals who are ready to investigate the higher purpose and meaning of their lives. I've been doing live psychic events in different areas in Maryland, and the next event that we're going to be doing is our Speak to Spirit weekend, which is going to be June 9th and 10th in Frederick, Maryland at Dublin Roasters Coffee. And we're going to be doing intuition activations. We're going to be learning energetic healing techniques, practicing hearing and trusting our intuition more, knowing what that voice sounds like, decluttering the mind, quieting the mind, centering the self, so that you can receive your higher guidance and wisdom. If you're interested in learning more about this retreat, send me a message. You can email me or you can send me a private message, and we'll talk more about it. All right, so for this week's messages from Spirit, Mercury is going direct on May 14th. And there's also a shadow afterwards, so it extends longer than that usually. And I'm hearing that it's about until May 20th. That's what I've heard other astrologers saying. I'm not an astrologer, but I do follow astrology online, and I have a few trusted sources that I listen to. Molly McCord is one of them, if you want to check that out. But so basically things can get a little wonky during the retrograde. It's all about the revisiting things, revising things, repeating cycles, maybe patterns, people from the past coming back. I've had my phone showing me pictures of people from my past that, you know, there may be some unresolved things around. And it's an indication of what wants to be looked at, what wants to be healed, maybe what wants to be spoken, or just doing that forgiveness work internally. So those are some of the things we do work on in Mercury retrograde. There can also be some disruptions as far as communication goes. Technology can get a little messed up. And then after it goes direct, then things start to settle back. And, you know, it's like things like, you know, they calm down, basically. So all right, well, let me go ahead and pull some cards for this week. So I'm going to start with the Power of Surrender cards. So let me take a second to tune in here. Angels, guides, ascended masters, what can we expect for the week of May 14th through May 20th? What are we being asked to surrender to let go of, or just to allow ourselves to see this week? Surrender to creativity. Oops, sorry about that. Dropping crystals here. Surrender to creativity, that's our first card. And it says, let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Okay. Messages from the Moonology deck here. Messages for the week of May 14th through May 20th. What are we being asked to be aware of this week? Nothing will come of this situation. Avoid, of course, Moon. Then I'm going to pull an outcome card. What's an outcome for this this week? Outcomes to look forward to. We got Sanctuary. Take time out from the world, spend more time alone, meditate, or go on a retreat. You can come to my retreat. All right, let me tune in and see what this is about. Okay. So when we're presented with something that we feel like is a problem, it looks like a problem. Maybe there's some kind of conflict in a relationship, or something with the business isn't moving, the money feels slowed, or whatever you're perceiving as a problem at this time. It's staying open to creative solutions. So a lot of times, this is what solves it. When you take time out from the world, when you take time to be quiet, to take a bath, to go for a walk, to be alone with your own energy, with your own thoughts, and quieting the thoughts, but just like allowing yourself to relax, that's when creative ideas can come in. So you're being asked to stay open for creative ways to solve this problem. Defensiveness. So this card was next, the defensiveness card. Let me tune in for that. So this is like if something's not working, so let's say this is in business and something's not working, it's not moving, the people aren't coming, there's just doesn't seem to be interest around it, it's just kind of stuck. Um, Defending it, like, oh, I know this is supposed to work, I have this vision, I saw it, I know this, like sticking with that is what is keeping it stuck. So instead of being in that energy of defending how great the idea is or how much it's like you've already put so much time and energy into something, so there can be resistance around letting it go because you feel like that could be a waste of time, like all that energy, time that you poured into it. If this is a relationship, it's like, well, we've been together for a long time, and it's hard to just let that go because it's like, gosh, then all of that was for waste. It's not for waste, and they're saying nothing's going to come from this situation. So it sounds like it's done. So when it says avoid of course moon, it's just like it's not meant to continue. So it's like let it go. And it's the void. So in the void, so that's the next phase that we're entering is this void. A lot of people can be fearful of entering the void because we like to distract ourselves with things like work or indulging in things that feel good, like drinking alcohol or sex, or like choosing things that take us out of our mind, but not in a healthy way all the time. Like it's not that those things aren't healthy, it's your relationship with them. So if you use them to avoid feeling the feelings, if you use them to numb the sadness, to numb the feelings of loneliness or something like that, that's when it becomes unhealthy. So it's not the thing itself, it's not the alcohol or the sex or whatever you use to numb. It's not that, it's your relationship with those things. You can have a beautiful, healthy relationship with those things. We are here to experience pleasure, but it's the way that you're engaging with them when you're going through the void. So how are we instead supposed to be during this time of void that we are entering into? How are we supposed to be instead? Beloved. So prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. So this is like, if this is about a relationship, this feels, it could be business or romantic relationship. I'm going to go with the romantic relationship part first. So if this is about a romantic relationship, you don't want to just be with anybody. You don't want just anyone. You want the right one, the person who's right for you now. It doesn't have to be for all of eternity. It can't be because we're all going to die. But it's like holding out for the right one, the right connection. Same thing with business, holding out for those right aligned clients. You don't just want any clients. You don't just want anyone to come into your space. Sometimes when we're in that period of void or quiet, we think that we do. We just want a partner. We just want a new business opportunity. We just want that to come in. But we don't just want anything or anyone. We want the right one. We want the aligned one. So when you're in this time of solitude, in this time of quiet, of sanctuary, of going within, it's to the work is to feel your own energy, to feel, to remember how lovable you are because you are love. So being in the energy of love yourself is what attracts more love to you. So it's taking the time to get quiet, to go within, to pull back your energy, to be in this void, in this darkness, in order to reconnect with yourself as love, to attract that back to you. Awesome. So this kind of felt like two different situations going on here. Let me know how it resonated for you. And if you're interested in learning more about our upcoming retreat, send me a message. It's called Speak to Spirit Weekend, June 9th to 10th in Frederick, Maryland. And we have a couple of spots open. I do speak to everybody individually to make sure that it's a good fit. So if you're interested in learning more about that, I'll put a link below and we can set up a time to talk more about it. Thank you everybody for being here, and I hope you have a great week.